I'm Christopher Zweig, and this week on CJ at the Movies, I review the Italian film The Eight Mountains, the religious drama The Starling Girl starring Eliza Scanlan, the British romantic comedy What's Love Got to Do with It starring Lily James and Emma Thompson, the biography on the cell phone known as BlackBerry, and a documentary on Yogi Berra called It Ain't Over. Let's take a look. Our first movie is The Eight Mountains, an Italian film from husband and wife filmmakers Felix van Groningen and Charlotte van der Mesch, who both tell a complex story between two characters who meet and go their separate ways in their youth and reunite in their adulthood, and both generations celebrate their love for the mountains.
Guarda che c'è un mondo fuori da qui. Non preoccuparti per me.
They are beautifully photographed, aren't they? The two boys to men are named Pietro and Bruno. They're both portrayed by Luca Mariani and Alessandro Borghi. They reunite to fix up a cabin Pietro's father left him before his death, and they both have their own ways of seeing the highs and lows of life.
Ho voluto costruire una casa qua. Ha chiesto a me di costruirla. L'unica cosa che mi serve è il manovale.
Based on the novel, The Eight Mountains is a human film that doesn't rely on just the looks, but also the feels, and there are characters who see things in their own lights and never take the easy way out. This is one of the best Italian films I have seen in terms of its character development and radiant scenery, and looking at these mountains is remarkable in every way possible, so check it out! Next up, we have The Starling Girl, another coming-of-age film with a religious theme out this season after Are You There, God? It's Me, Margaret, and while it doesn't top that film, it still offers us some fine performances, especially by Eliza Scanlan, who plays a teenager in a religious community who is so committed to serving the Lord that she feels that her dream of dancing outside her church troupe is sinful.
Bunch of teen girls coming up with their own dance. You know how much grief I'd get?
You'd freak everyone out.
Alright, so who'd be in charge?
Well, I've been in the troop for a while.
That's Louis Pullman as a youth pastor who is also in an unhappy marriage, and these two have an affair, which would be adultery and statutory rape considering their age difference, and eventually when word gets out about their affair, consequences emerge.
The best thing for everyone is for you to go away.
You gotta do this, or you can't be part of this family.
The Starling Girl isn't always easy because certain scenes can be overwhelming, but it does show some strength and brings out some of the best qualities of Scanlan. It's the kind of movie that represents certain decisions in certain communities, and we can either agree or disagree with them based on our faith and perspectives, and it's all drawn with realism and challenges, so check it out! Next up, we have What's Love Got to Do with It, a British rom-com which features Lily James as a documentarian who decides to film her Pakistani friend preparing for his arranged marriage. He thinks he wants this for his family's sake, especially since his sister married a non-Pakistani. He's played by Shazad Latif from Star Trek Discovery.
Dare I ask, what about love?
You grow to love the person you're with.
What, like Stockholm Syndrome?
James plays an opposite version of Bridget Jones because she feels love is hopeless, which is why her mother, played by Emma Thompson, tries to set her up with a handsome veterinarian while assuring her that love is possible.
We all need other people. There's no weakness in that.
I like the performances from the two leads, and the movie wants to express the themes presented here, but unfortunately, as much as I've always known British rom-coms are delightful, like Four Weddings and a Funeral or Bridget Jones's Diary, What's Love Got to Do with It is basically more of the same, but with complaints about broken traditions and failed romances, and the humor isn't as lively or original as I would appreciate in the genre. It wants to be sweet, but maybe it's too sweet to expand its horizons, so skip it. Our next movie is BlackBerry, and it's another great movie this year about an idea that took a lot of risks in order for it to get accomplished after Ben Affleck's Air. While that was about Nike making a deal with Michael Jordan, this one is about the rise and fall of the BlackBerry. We meet the businessman Mike Lazaridis, played by Jay Baruchel, and Doug Freegan, played by Matt Johnson, the writer and director, who come up with the idea of this new phone and collaborate with the power-hungry Jim Ballsy, played memorably by Glenn Howerton, who becomes the co-CEO.
I had a dream we were rich. And sometimes my dreams occur exactly as I dreamt them.
BlackBerry is filled with many complications about how the product was made from scrap and developed into a successful item, and then losing the magic to the creation of the iPhone and so forth. The performances are universally excellent, especially by Howerton, who explodes like never before with the way he uses his anger and persistence. Trust me, you won't need to return BlackBerry back to the company. You'll want to keep it. Don't miss it, don't miss it, don't miss it. And our last movie is It Ain't Over, a documentary about the baseball player Yogi Berra, and it wants to make it clear that he didn't deserve to be treated like a cartoon character, which is partly why the Yogi Berra cartoon was created. Yogi proved to be a lot more than what the media insulted him on. He became a legend who won 10 World Series rings, more than anyone has ever won, served in the Navy during World War II, and made a name for himself in the Yankees as a player and later as a coach.
Yogi-isms. Let's talk about the Yogi-isms.
He said nobody goes to that restaurant anymore. It's too crowded.
When you get to a fork in the road, take it. What?
And it ain't over till it's over.
It makes a lot of sense.
This NJ legend has been overlooked but still managed to prove to everyone of his worth, not only as a celebrity but also as a friend. He loved his family, he loved his fans, and he just loved living life for what it can be through his perspective. Writer-director Sean Mullen presents It Ain't Over with consistent laughs, baseball nostalgia, truthful characters, and a big heart all around. I went to see it last Tuesday with my dad, and we both enjoyed it, so check it out. Okay, recapping this week's new movies, thumbs way up for The Eight Mountains, thumbs up for The Starling Girl, thumbs down for What's Love Got to Do with It, thumbs way up for BlackBerry, and thumbs way up for It Ain't Over. I'm Christopher Zweig. Stay safe, and I'll see you at the movies. For more amazing content, please like and subscribe to my channels, and please read my reviews at cjatthemovies.com and download the new HD Radio app.